2023 NFL season. As it with a down. Dak going to start out going to the air. Swinging this out for Pollard. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option. I think that this was the smarter play.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Prescott, and just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week one, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week one, guys still have to practice. They still have to train. And injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Third down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On third down, here's Richardson. He finds Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in Week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, look out.
Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Touchdown, Giants! Jalen Hyatt with his 1st career touchdown and his 1st career game. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. That's Tom and Ross St. Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Room here to run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Robinson with another carry. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Richardson working from the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of it. The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Richardson now on second down. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things broke down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's Richardson to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dallas offense set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Prescott to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Richardson. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now it's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. And off Offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point up and good by Bullard. And it's now 13-7. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Miles Sanders, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
He has Hyatt over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Hankins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And this one's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. Prescott on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Prescott yet again. This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Richardson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Now out come the Giants. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw this. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Prescott looks to throw on first. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and this won't do it. He needed 6, he only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction all of a sudden. And now the rookie's free. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Richardson to throw off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Richardson back to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 36 yards on the punt with no return. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants now down 17-13, 2:11 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Dancing to his left, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Richardson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you, and best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, partner, that'll do it. You know, these Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Dallas, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then, I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would Allah pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend, I am the truth, I am the God, I am the Zen. There is no way around it, my just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds. My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me? We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you